Bum. So I'm sitting here and I'm debating whether or not I should start doing these videos as two separate reviews or if I should do them as one review. Last week, my NXT review had way low numbers for even my channel. And my NXT UK review had quite a few. Usually, my videos starting off where we are usually go anywhere from 50 to 70 to 80 range on a just a regular video, 50, somewhere in like the 80s, which is low for probably what any content creator would want. But for us, where we are, pay-per-views always are higher numbers. NXT, I didn't expect a lot, but last week it was super low. With me doing the videos back to back, I figured maybe that's going to be the case. But it was way lower than I thought. So it leaves me asking, do I want to do these as two separate reviews, or do I want to make them just one big review where I can cover all of the NXT stuff at one time? Sorry, guys, my throat. I'm doing a lot of talking lately. I've been doing a lot of that. So my throat's trash. Snowing outside, it's getting colder. People are getting sick. I'm trying to avoid that definitely happening to me. Jake thinks, okay, Jake, you think one big review. Okay. Okay, yeah, opinion. If y'all think I should do it as one big review, tonight, I don't know. Tonight I might go stick with the regular format. I don't know. I guess we'll just see how I feel. Because I know the UK show, they're done with their two-show format that they've been doing since it premiered. So this, their videos are caught up to where we are now, because I saw them, going ahead and promoting War Games for Saturday. I'll get the words out. But that is caught up. So tonight will be double reviews for the UK show, the single for NXT, which all three shows, man, all three shows were really good tonight. I've been waiting for the tournament for the women on the UK show for freaking ever, and that's finally happening tonight. So it started tonight. But we're going to go ahead and start with the actual NXT show. NXT, man. Woo! This show didn't have a lot happen in it. It was a quick show. I think the show ran about 40 to maybe 45 minutes max. This show was done early today. A lot of promo packages for War Games this Saturday. But the matches that they did have tonight were really well done matches. The main event was awesome. It's funny. I think I mentioned this last week. It's just funny to me how I can go from Raw or SmackDown, where I'm super frustrated with the booking and with how they just do everything in general. And with Raw or with NXT, it's just the complete opposite. Everything, I'm just happy, I'm go lucky, and I'm trying to get JD to watch the stuff. I'm trying hard to get him into NXT and stuff. I know he's got stuff going on. For him to do the reviews would be harder to schedule around that. But real quick, programming alert. I didn't mention it last night. Tomorrow will be a new episode for our Retro Rewind reviews, and it's going to be for Survivor Series 1995. That is going up tomorrow in celebration of what is Survivor Series, which is turning into what is a crazy show. Wanted to point that out. Also, next week, I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. We were going to do Creed on Wednesday, but JD's got some stuff he's got to do. So our Creed review will be done Saturday. We're going to go after we're finished with our Ask Us Anything videos, our Q&A. After that is done, we'll go watch Creed. We'll record our review, and then it will be posted on the channel sometime Saturday night. So you guys can look forward to that next week. Sunday is going to be a big day. Not only am I going back with the new system that we got, I got the kinks worked out. We're going to go ahead and just save that for Saturday or for Sunday. I might use it Saturday for TakeOver. But Sunday, we are definitely doing call-ins on the channel. We got some people who are going to be on the show with us anyways. Jake will most likely 90% be here. If Jake agrees, he can say in the chat. Jake is going to monitor the chat for me in case anyone tries to get out of line, just in case. He will probably be here. I might have another person coming in for the review, possibly. Someone that I've known for a long time might be here as well. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to start doing call-ins using Skype. We're going to have the number posted that y'all can call to get a hold of us through Skype. And we will take calls and allow everyone to actually, give their thoughts and opinions. So 10 minutes after Survivor Series ends, we will go live. That's just how it's going to work. 10 minutes after it goes off, we'll be live doing that. And we will, like I said, we'll have Skype. You can call in, give us your opinions. It's going to be fun. We'll also be doing the live reaction prior to that. So you guys can come in for that. So now into NXT. I'm not going to waste any more time here. Although you can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook. You can join our Patreon. You can go to our TeePublic store and buy our merchandise. Also, go to Jake's TeePublic store. Speak Easy. It's Jake Capone's store. Go to that. It's on TeePublic. Go to his YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. I want him to tell me he's got new subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber to his channel, but you've subbed to this channel, after this video or during this video, if you can do split screen, go to his channel and subscribe. Get his numbers up. He deserves it. You notice I'm talking in a low monotone. It's been a day. Actually, it's been the last hour. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to get into this review. I'm not going to take too much time. Like I said, not a lot happened on the show tonight. It was pretty much more or less just build to War Games on Saturday. War Games, which I am probably more excited about that than I am with Survivor Series. For those who don't know, Becky Lynch is no longer going to be competing. Oh, shoot, I didn't even know that. Thanks for reminding me, Jake. Fantastic Beasts is out this weekend, so I got to figure out a way to squeeze that in. Oh, awesome sauce. It's going to be a busy next couple of weeks with the holidays and everything starting. Also, another apology again for our Raw review. For those who've already seen it, issues are fixed. We apologize for what happened with the Raw review. Issues have been fixed, though. Go back and watch Thursday night or Tuesday night's SmackDown review, though.
Well, that was all planned.
Oh, yeah, it was all planned. I'm sure it totally was. So the show kicks off with Bianca Belair versus Mia Yim. Mia Yim's making her debut match. Mia Yim, for those who don't know, was in the Mae Young Classic tournament. She was also in Impact Wrestling. She's one of the better female wrestlers. But I'm here to tell you, she is not on the level of Bianca Belair. My God, Bianca Belair is so fucking fantastic at what she does, from the way she walks to the ring to the way she twirls her hair while she's dancing. And the great thing that I've noticed with NXT, they give those wrestlers theme music that matches their characters. Her theme, woo Mia, yeah, I love Mia, dude. I love Mia, but dude, Bianca, man, just I don't know, something about her just makes me smile. Mia, Bianca Belair, man. She's got my heart just patterned, man. She's so good. She's the EST of NXT. mean, come on, people. But her music, the way she just kind of moves around with swinging that little whip for her hair. Dear God, it's just this isn't a attraction thing. This is just the fact that she's so good at what she does. It's amazing, and she's so good. And she starts the match out just being super cocky and everything. But Mia Yim, to her credit, was very aggressive. Very strong strikes, especially with those knees at the beginning of the match, just kneeing her. Looked fantastic. But, you know, Bianca showed that she's strong as hell. I mean, you can just look at her and see she's not no weakling. She's going to pick you up. She's probably going to be able to toss you around, even if you're a dude. You know, she was dominant in this match. This was definitely a match that the way they built it, you thought Mia would win because of how she had to fight back into the match. But ultimately, the match, even though you had a back and forth element there at the end of it, the match ultimately came down to just Bianca being Bianca and them building this woman up even more to where she should be the women's champion. I mean, if she's not challenging for that women's title by TakeOver Brooklyn come April, well, then they're doing something wrong. You know, she's slapping this woman around, treating her like, yeah, woo, Bianca. I mean, woo both women. Both women are good. She KO'd her for the 3 count. You know, Mia Yim, she went for the arm wrench. She got elbowed like hard in the face. And that's when she got the KO'd, which is basically her picking her up and then kind of like a reverse DVD. Like I said, though, Bianca Belair, man, she is so fantastic. She needs to be in the title picture. I know they're bringing a lot of women in because they are replacing others. Yeah, Bianca definitely. She got Nia jaded. God, she got something. Bianca was awesome, though. I thoroughly enjoyed her. So, like I said, they were hyping up War Games, and the first video package that they had of the night was for Gargano versus Aleister Black. She got Nia Jaxed. I don't think she busted and broke her face, though, Jake. I don't think she broke her face. That hype package was fucking awesome. The way they built it, where they're talking over each other while they're actually showing actions that happened, hyped me up so much. And this isn't even their big show of the year, but the way these promos, and I'll say it again later because there's another one that got me hyped. These are such epic promos, just promos. Like, it's not even a match itself, but they got me hyped, man. I'm hyped for War Games. I didn't get to watch last year's when it aired. I had to go back and rewatch it later on. So oh my gosh, this is the highlight of my weekend. I'm telling you, seeing this show, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. We get a Matt Riddle interview where he just says, you know, he's happy to be in NXT. He's ready to take on NXT. He's ready for any challenger that comes his way. Well, who happens to saunter on in but Cassius? Oh, no, bro. Woo, Matt Riddle. I think he's on one. He's just excited. Jake, why don't you do these NXT reviews with me, bro? Jeez. I mean, now you watch it. It could be just an us thing. Just a you and I. You can do NXT reviews with me. Woo! NXT. Cassius Ohno says, so I was waiting for William Regal to tell me about your challenge for a match, but it didn't happen. It's like, when I came back to NXT, I put out the challenge. I challenged the Bobby Roodes of the world. And he's like, but I didn't hear nothing from you. And he basically says, be glad to if you load me in. Woo! I won't be able to do it this week, but I could definitely do it next week. I wouldn't know how to load you in this way. But we can try. We'll see. We'll figure it out. He says, well, I guess Bro Nation's a fake or something. And he's like, dude, you're questioning Bro Nation? Bad idea. Don't question Bro Nation. He doesn't like that. He says, I'll tell you what. I'll take your little test next week. That's right. Go, Bro Nation. Woo! 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 This is ridiculous. I love NXT, dude. I love NXT. I just wish I could get JD to watch it and actually stay interested. I don't know. I know it's not for everybody, but NXT it's so good, dude. It's so awesome. Anyway, he says, I'll take your test next week. And how do he put it? When he leaves you, oh no, Cassius KO'd, then what are you gonna say? And Cassius Ohno just walks away. I love this new dick attitude from Cassius Ohno. You know, Chris Hero, dude, he's a legend of the indies for sure. And I just wish they would let him keep his Chris Hero name. You know, he's supposed to be an original member of the Shield. Wasn't supposed to be Roman. Not that it matters. So moving on. Carissa Rivera. I'm letting that one show, bro. I'm letting that one show. Woo dick. Wait, never mind. That's awesome. Yeah, Carissa Rivera. I'm not sure if this was her debut or not, but she took on the lovely Lacey Evans. This was a very women-heavy night for NXT's brands. 2 thumbs up just on that alone. You guys get like 5-star rating just off of that alone. This match, though, was basically a glorified squash match. Lacey Evans got out there. She did her thing. This Rivera girl, she got some shots in, but all she did end up basically doing was got Lacey Evans pissed off, and Lacey Evans just went psycho on her. Ended up hitting her with the women's right, that punch. 1, 2, 3. It was done, bro. It was finished. Lacey Evans with the victory. Lacey Evans, she's a classy lady, but don't piss her off. She got the promo afterwards saying that she is tired of the classless nasties that exist there in NXT. She says they forget what it means to be classy. She says she will lead by example because that's what the lady of NXT should do. She says, but if they don't adhere to her standards, she will educate them using women's right. Lacey Evans drops the mic like a boss and just walks right out. Yes, she is. I'll love her 96. She is. She's super gorgeous. She is. She's a gorgeous lady, and I mean that in the most respectful way. I thought she was supposed to be on last week, and I guess that they pushed it to this week. So, like I said, these promos, these hype packages have got me hyped for NXT, man, for this War Games show. The promo for Ciampa versus Dream. Again, a match that's not even top of the card for the billing on this show. They make it sound like it's the biggest thing ever. Velveteen Dream, man, I don't expect him to win. But damn do I hope he does with this package, with how they show Dream, the evolution of Dream, if you will. Right now, cue Jake's Dusty Rhodes impression. Well, if you will. I can't do it, but if he was here, he'd be doing Dusty all day. So, you know, they hyped this up for Velveteen Dream and Tommaso Ciampa. I fully expect Ciampa to win. I actually predicted that Dream's probably going to go to the main roster, but I'm not going to get, too much into it because I want to save something for Friday's show. But it looked awesome. Right after that, they followed up with a special look at Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler. Another match that I am so hyped. Like, these promo packages just got me so into the show. And they actually make you feel bad for Kairi Sane. Because Kairi Sane, she's opening her chest, and she's like, I no longer have my goal. And she's like, it's not fair. Like, you can tell she's, like, brokenhearted because she got screwed by Shafir and company. With Shayna and Shafir, and why can't I ever remember that third one's name? Oh my gosh, I'm a horrible person. By the Horsemen, they screwed her over, man. So these hype packages, just them alone, have been awesome. They really push you into it, and I almost hope that I don't get too hyped for this pay-per-view because then I don't want it to be underwhelming for myself. But I can't see how NXT, how any takeovers ever underwhelming. I think the only one that I honestly was kind of like, meh, was maybe San Antonio last year. That was probably the only one there I just kind of felt a little underwhelmed. But 1 out of, 6 in a year being okay? Come on, you can't complain. But that is where my sister Amber and a friend of ours came up with the Shinsuke Natsumura. Woo, woo, woo. You know it, hype bros. God, Jake's on one tonight. You all right, Jake? You've been taking the stuff that you're dealing. You know you're not supposed to, test product. Just saying. No more wacky weed, bro. No more wacky weed. So, Hanson of the War Raiders versus Kylo O'Reilly in the main event. The winner of this match gets the advantage, whatever the advantage is, going into War Games.
Well, you're his #1 buyer. What are you talking about?
Shh. Bro. Woo, woo, woo. Cut it, bro. Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly, he tried outsmarting Hanson, but Hanson was just like, lots of coffee at work. Besides, someone has to be the comedy if JD is slacking on it.
Oh, Jake.
If he'd watched the show, he could be here and be able to speak. But he can't fake it like you can. That you can take that any way y'all want. So, the match was good. It was basically strength, like I said, slacking on it. Hanson, he was fighting. It was power versus speed. But, dude, Kyle O'Reilly, being a part of Undisputed Era is awesome. But Kyle O'Reilly could still be, like, way, way better. What is he doing? What is he doing? I might just make this one big review. Jeez. Yeah, I think I'm just going to make this one gigantic review, which means I'll have to change the thumbnail or the title later. But and then next week, I'll go back to my 2-show format. I'll figure it out. I'll let everyone know. But
Thinking.
Thanking Will Robinson. Thanking. I don't know where I was at. I lost my place. The match was good. I liked the match. I enjoyed it. It was awesome for what it was. Ultimately, the end of the show, you're having it's back and forth. They're fighting hard. Here comes out Adam Cole as Hanson's starting to climb to the top rope. Dude does a moonsault, a beautiful looking moonsault. And Hanson's a big dude. He's a big dude. You can tell he's older. But that moonsault was better than Charlotte's moonsault. I can tell you that much. But he missed. He missed, which allowed for O'Reilly to kind of get the advantage. But here comes Rowe comes out. Adam Cole, baby. I love Adam Cole. Adam Cole's money. Money, people. And anyone who thinks differently is crazy. They're insane. Rowe came out. He basically got rid of, took down the Adam Cole issue. But here comes the rest of Undisputed Era. Here comes Ricochet. Here comes freaking Pete Dunne. They all come out. They're all fighting on the outside. And oh my goodness. Ricochet's on the other side of the ring. He comes flying through the ring, over the ropes, crashes down on everybody. While all this is going on, Hanson's got his back to Kylo O'Reilly. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what his thoughts are. You can ask him, though. He hits him from behind with the title belt, gets the pinfall. Undisputed Era are going to War Games with the advantage. Like I said, I don't know what that is. Regal never said what that is. I guess we'll find out Saturday night, probably on the kickoff. So, Jake says, what are JD's thoughts on Adam Cole? Oh, wait. ... I don't think he really knows who Adam Cole is. We were doing our video a few weeks ago, and I had explained to him who Adam Cole was. and why people are so hyped on him. So, but Adam Cole, baby, that's my goal. I want Adam Cole doing an intro for the channel. That's what I want. I want an Adam Cole intro to the channel. That'd be awesome. There's my goal. WrestleMania weekend, I'm going to make it happen. Even if I don't go to the show, I'm going to try to be in New York, around everything, get into access and get Adam Cole. And Kyle O'Reilly. Yeah, Kyle is awesome. Oh, you lucky asshole. Oh, you lucky asshole. Damn. I need to start hanging around Jake more. Start meeting these guys. But that was your actual NXT review. Like I said, this was a slow show. It was just, boom, this is what's going to happen. Boom, this is what's going to happen. Match, more filler. It was fine. I enjoyed it. It was a really awesome show. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I had planned on doing 2 separate videos, but screw it. I already got people here. We're already into this show. So like I was saying, they did 2 more episodes tonight. They are caught up. They're up to speed. So next week will be just 1 episode so I can go back. And I think they air them during the day. If they do, I'll probably actually do my video before NXT comes on. So that way I got some breathing space in between my videos. That's probably what I'm going to do. But I got to check their schedule. I got to see if it's on during the day. If anyone knows, let me know. And I can plan accordingly. But the first episode was a lot of filler. I think this was a filler episode for them to get to the tournament. I've heard reports basically where, you know, they're saying with the NXT roster right now, it's still just a testing stage for them to see if they want to build other NXT brands. I'm here to tell you, if they make an NXT Japan or an NXT, you know, Africa or whatever, I'm not covering all those shows. Too much, not enough time in the week. Holy crap, this is already hard enough. I'm sticking with just UK and regular NXT. But the first thing they did is had all the women in their UK division standing out on the stage. They all come out. Then here comes Triple H along with Johnny Sink, the general manager of the UK division. I'm not going to call it that. It's just weird saying NXT UK. I just want to call it just NXT. You know what I mean? They announced a 8-woman tournament taking place over the next several weeks, about 4 weeks probably, with, you know, the 8 women in mind. Jenny, what is her name? Millie McKenzie. Holy crap, I got their names. Hold on, right here. I gotta look this up. Nina Samuels, Dakota Kai, Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm, and freaking Isla Dawn. That was the 8 women. Yeah, there's 8 women. That is basically what they have for this tournament. It should be good. You know, the audio sounded off too at the beginning of this. But the show starts off with. Before I get to that, I'm excited. I actually want to see this tournament. I already know who won. Unfortunately, some asshat on the internet posted a leak of the winner. It got around. Avoid it. If you don't want to know the winner, just avoid it. But I am already aware of the finals and the winner. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. It kind of dampers the tournament, especially since I was so excited for this tournament, knowing it back then. But, you know, what can you do? People are assholes, and they like to spoil things. And I got pop-ups showing up on my computer. Of course I do. So, Jordan Grace, non-WWE news. I'll have to check that out. Jordan Grace. I know who you're talking about. Was her match with Tessa? She had the match with Tessa, right? Or is that later? I remember Tessa talking about her on Twitter. Yeah, so yeah, Jordan Grace debuted in Impact. For those who don't know, check out Impact. Impact's actually not bad. if y'all think I should do, that's not yet. Well, I know they it's in the tapings. They did it in the tapings. So I didn't know if they had already aired it or not. So if y'all want me to do Impact, I'll do Impact. I don't mind doing that either. Just let me know. We can get Impact here. Yes, you should do it. Okay. All right. I'll look it up. It's Thursday nights, I think, right? Thursdays or Fridays. Shoot, I can never keep track. They're always switching around. So, all right. I mean, everyone who wants me to do it, just say yes. If I get enough yeses, I'll do Impact. Yet another one that I'll be doing by myself. So yeah, Skid Scala versus Jordan Devlin or Finn Balor 2.0, which is what I'm basically going to call him. But the dude is phenomenal. He was trained by and with Finn Balor. And oh my gosh, I think someone's getting ready to come into the chat. With you? Oh, you want me to do it with you? Okay. We can do it. We'll go live after the Impact's over with. I have no problem doing that. Okay. So yeah, Jordan Devlin, super aggressive, very aggressive. Picked Scala apart. JD say no. Johnny Neely, get the hell out of the chat. Ban him from the chat. Ban him. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. Oh, hold on. Jake Capone. You're now the moderator for the channel, bro. You are the moderator. I don't know if you noticed that. If you don't like what he says, kick him out. He deleted it. Delete. I have gave Jake the power. You've been timed out. Oh, I'm gonna start having to put monitor in these things all the time. Oh, for anyone who's a well-known follower who wants to come into these videos, you come in and I will make you moderator of the chat, so that way you could just monitor, and if you hear something dumb that you don't like, you can just get rid of it within reason, of course. Now, if it's a JD thing, then yeah, just totally do it. Why not? Oh my goodness. So yeah, it was a good match. Scala, he kept fighting. He did pretty good.
Can't monitor me, Jake.
Jake's already did.
I'm here.
A botch on the drop kick. I don't know what he calls the move. Got him into a Death Valley driver into a side power slam for the 3 count. And then he was kind of funny afterwards.
Who the heck is that? That's good for us.
Johnny Neely timed out 300 seconds. Golly, that's a long time, Jake. So he talks about El Ligero being fake because El Ligero is, he's from Leet, but claims to be a luchador. What are you doing? Interrupting my video.
Pay attention.
I am. Get out of my video. Get out of my shot. You don't watch this stuff. You don't even know. I'm going to be here forever doing this.
Oh, yeah?
So then they were talking about the NXT UK tag team division and that being started. And you can see they're setting up. They're forming tag teams. Oh, yeah, a match is going to be announced for 2 weeks from now for Devlin versus El Ligero. And if you've not watched El Ligero wrestle, go check out El Ligero versus El Ligero. And if you've not watched El Ligero, go watch El Ligero. Seriously, go watch El Ligero. So you had Amir Jordan and Kenny Williams versus Saxon Huxley and Joseph Connors. Okay, right off the gate with this match, Joseph Connors is a fucking beast. I have never seen this guy wrestle before. Holy shit. It was a short match, sure. But this guy looks like money. he looks like a guy that you'd have on the main roster in the position of Roman Reigns. He's got the look, and the dude can wrestle. Oh my gosh, and he's like the power guy. Like he's like Vince McMahon's wet dream. That's what he looks like. And he'd be a fans type of guy because the dude can wrestle. Holy crap. Now the Huxley guy, he's all right. I like Kenny Williams. He's a good wrestler. Amir Jordan, I'm not really big on Amir Jordan. I'm not saying he's bad. But, I mean, out of the 4 men in this match, Kenny Williams is definitely a guy that I am keeping an eye on. Joseph Connors, definitely I'm keeping an eye on. I want more of Joseph Connors. Like I said, I've not watched him wrestle yet. I know he was a part of the original UK tournament last year, but I missed it. I didn't get to watch that. And I don't think he was at this year's. But holy freaking crap. He was so impressive. As far as the match goes, Jordan and Williams, they were a good team. They did well together. Huxley and Connors were an aggressive tag team, a good heel team. They're getting all their heels and face dynamics. They're getting them totally defined in all this stuff. But the match, I mean, Williams, dude's flying around. Yeah, you still have 200 seconds, bro. Mm-hmm. Echo, echo, echo. Yeah, that's from you.
What?
Jake Capone, moderator. He's just saying echo, echo. But then he hit this nasty move. I don't even know what it was exactly, but this move was like twisting him inside out. But all around the match was a decent tag team match. Like I said, it was short. It wasn't much to it, but I loved it. I loved seeing Connors. I am so high on this Connors guy right now. I mean, I'm high-fiving people. I'm so high. Bum, bum, bum. Had a promo with Trent Seven talking about Zach Gibson, what happened with them the week before. And he was like he said, well, I'm a wrestler. I'm a sports entertainer. I'll get in there with him. I ain't got no problem. So we know now that they're going to have a match on the next episode, which I'll be getting to after this, but they're going to be having a match. Tyler Bate versus James Drake. I thought this Drake match was the end of the show. Shoot, they still had more. Like I said, this was a filler episode. Nice chain wrestling, to start the match. This Drake guy, he's a little bit bigger, but he's also another guy who's really quick in the ring. Great back and forth between these guys. Foxtrot, Uniform, Charlie. Hey, I got you. I'm following. I'm sure he's got you too. Why are you laughing? You know what he's saying, right?
I'm laughing at something else.
Loser. Yep, delete! You've been banned again! Oh my god. So Tyler Bate, not only is Tyler Bate fast and agile, the dude is strong as all get out. But he ends up hitting him with the Tyler Bate 97 for the 3 count. Tyler Bate goes over in this match. Then we have Asher Smith versus Wolfgang, who came out with the Coffee Brothers. Now, I know we've got British Strong Style, who is a legit stable. These guys, give them a name. Give them something. I don't care if you call them Kings of UK or give them that cheap, generic United Kingdom name that you had on the old THQ games, the SmackDown versus Raw games. Give them that cheap-ass name. I don't care. Or was that on the early 2K? I don't know. It had Sheamus and William Regal and all them. Whoever remembers for sure, let me know. Give them that name. The United Kingdom, I think what they called them, United Kingdom. Go ahead and give them that name. Fuck. Yeah, that's cool. But these guys are standing around like fucking badasses. These big, strong dudes, except for Wolfgang. Wolfgang's kind of not really. But Joe Coffey and his brother Mark, dude. The Un-Americans? No, we're not giving them the Un-Americans. We're not giving. No, you remember because they made it where like Sheamus and them won all the belts. They called them like the United Kingdom or something like that. And you end up having to beat Sheamus at the end of the game to win the world championship. But
man, you talk about that 5-man group that's...
No, it wasn't a real life thing. It was only in the video game. It had William Regal, Sheamus, I want to say Wade Barrett was on it, but I don't remember who was the other person.
That was an actual group.
No, William Regal was never a part of their group. This was before that was ever a thing. This is when Sheamus still had his...
Sheamus and Wade Barrett was actually in a group.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. The match was good. It's funny I say all the matches were good because all the matches were good. What was it? Ashton Smith. I'm not high on Ashton Smith either. I can tell the dude's still really green. And he admits he's still kind of new. Jake may have a different opinion than me. Rigo was in the Un-Americans with Lance Storm, Christian, and Test. Yeah, I remember the Un-Americans. But I also remember they had William. It's the video game. I'll have to Google search it later. Hold on. I'm going to do a quick Google search.
That's not allowed. That's not allowed.
It's different.
That's
doing it.
Not allowed.
I'm allowed to do what I want. I'm head of this channel. And I let Jake make rules. So
you let Jake make rules, he'll tell everybody he's the head of the channel.
Well, he's the he's the HBAC or HBAIC head badass in charge. That's what he is.
He'll take over too.
Stable in the old wrestling games. Okay, so it's pulling it up. I know if I get a look at it. Okay, images. Let's see here. I'm looking this up. I know I'm supposed to be live right now, people, but... Oh, well. I'll get back with you guys on this. No, just the enforcer. Call me Arn Anderson. Boom! You know it. What? So, where was I? Oh, yeah. The match. There's this really awesome move where Ashton went off the top rope. Was going to do a crossbody, and to his credit, Wolfgang's he's a very agile dude himself. Jumps up and gives him the gutbuster off of a move like that, which is flipping crazy. So he has more back and forth, and then Wolfgang, he's just too powerful. Does this inverted like suplex for the 3 count, 1, 2, 3. Wolfgang and the Coffee Brothers walk off with another victory, and then again stand there like a bunch of badasses. So that was your first part of the UK shows. Now I'm gonna run through the second episode a little more quickly because, like I said, it's god damn. They have 2 episodes. Thank God next week is different. So you saw that. Okay, there's the opening package where they're talking about the women's match. Well, you see the tag team belts. Okay, get off my camera. Go away. Ban him from the camera, Jake. Ban him from the camera. So you saw the tag belts in the hype package. Just a little glimpse of it. I can't wait to see that. So you had your first quarterfinal match for the women's tournament. Dakota Kai versus Nia Samuels. This was her debut as well on the show. Samuels looked good. She did. She's a physical wrestler, which kind of matches when you look at how Dakota Kai wrestles. A lot of back and forth. Kai, though, she got physical in this match. Ends up hitting, and this move is pretty damn cool. She calls it the chiropractor. And it's like she does the backstabber, but she does it from going over their head and down. So it's kind of cool. It's a little different. I enjoyed it. It's a good match. Dakota Kai, she's advancing to the semifinals. Then they had an interview with Mark Andrews. He says he wants championship gold. He's never had championship gold. Well, Flash Morgan Webster comes into the picture, and he's all like, hey, dude, I want gold too. Why don't we work together? Just let me know. Let me know, man. And he's like, you know what? He may have a point. Maybe he does. Then we got Jake Constantino versus this Tyson T-Bone. He looks like just a big guy. And I didn't see nothing impressive from him. It was a squash match. Hit him with, what did they call this? It was just a big clothesline, a lariat for a 3 count. This Constantino dude didn't get any offense, very little offense in this match. And then they went right in from this to the next match Because afterwards, he gets out of the ring. He's all like, what? Was this a joke? Is this the best competition you have? This is a joke. He gets out of the ring. Here comes big old Dave Mastiff. Dave Mastiff's a big guy. He's short, but he's stocky, real big and stocky. He comes out. They have a stare, and he's like, watch. This is how we do it in NXT UK. He walks into the ring. His opponent, Dan Maloney, immediately squashed him. Basically, I wrote all those moves. Does a drop kick. Drops him. Does the splash. German suplex. Cannonball into the corner. Pulls him out. 1, 2, 3. Afterwards, they just have another stare down. That was this entire segment. Was these two just squashing dudes. So they've set this up. These dudes are on a collision course. There's no plans for a UK show for a takeover. Maybe they'll do something different than a takeover. Maybe, who knows. But right now, I don't know of any plans for that. So they had an interview with Skid Scala. He says, it's been a rough start, and he, just needs another opportunity. He's kind of standing there. He's thinking, well, I know what I'll do. I'll go and I'll talk to General Manager Johnny Saint, and I'll get another opportunity. Okay, good for you, buddy. This was the match of the night for me. As good as Zach Gibson and Trent Seven are, this was the match of the night for me. If you didn't watch this, go back and rewatch it. Seriously, go back and rewatch this. Jenny versus she's 18 years old, making her debut there, Millie McKenzie. I thought this is a joke. She's going to be green as fuck, and they're just going to throw her in here to be, just let Jenny mull over her. Oh, was I wrong? Oh, was I so wrong? This girl, more than anyone on both shows tonight, impressed me more than either of them. Anyone who was new, super impressive. This girl looks natural. Like, she's like, not in looks, in the term of looks, but like in the terms of how well she performs, how natural she looks at it. She's like Paige when she came to NXT. That's how well she looks. A female 1, 2, 3 kid. Yeah, I could say that. She's that good. I saw her make maybe one botch, like a tiny botch. I might have seen her mess up on one little thing, but she recovered quickly. Gosh, you're weird. Let me in the comments know if you saw it, what you thought about her. She was fantastic. She sold well. She did the maneuvers well. She looked safe doing it. She didn't look like she was going to hurt someone. You see a lot of these women wrestlers, they when they're doing the moves, they look slow. Like they got to really take their time, getting set up, getting into the move, and then transitioning to whatever they're doing next. She didn't look that way. She looked quick. She was quick about how she did things. She's 18. She's got a good look. She's a good-looking girl. She's going to be stuck around. She's not going to just stick to the UK division. They're going to pop her over into NXT. They're going to pop her to the main roster.
Straight to Raw.
SmackDown. Put her on SmackDown.
She's straight to Raw.
Probably. They need good female talent. This girl looks phenomenal. I was so impressed. Her spear looked good. Made Charlotte's spear look like garbage. I know. Anyone can make Charlotte's spear look better. And she got these nice snaps in her German. Like the German suplexes she did. Mwah! Delicious. That makes no sense. But she just looked good. And it was only enhanced with Jenny, who's not a bad wrestler. She made Jenny look bad, and Jenny's not like a rookie. She's experienced. And it's Jenny with an I, not an E. I learned that today. There was this move, though, Jenny did pull off in the match where she was going through her legs. It was hard. Couldn't even figure that she could do it. She ends up getting her into a surfboard stretch, going through her legs, dropping her, and it looked nice. It was good. She got away from it. Match ends with a rolling kick from Jenny for a 3 count. So she's advancing to the semifinals. 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9. Oh my goodness! For those who don't get the reference, to quote Paul Heyman, if you don't know the reference, Google it, bitches. I ain't here to educate you. Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's awesome. So your main event for the night, Zach Gibson, who is just on fire, man. Zach Gibson, he sweats like a pop culture for the win. Oh my goodness. 8675309. I can't sing. I'm gonna stop. Versus Trent Seven. Trent Seven, man, he's an awesome dude. He's the beast. I love Trent Seven. He's like my favorite little British man. Just period. Him and Tyler Bate as a team. Awesome. Match started off with a slow pace. You know, they built. Man, can Trent Seven give some chops, dude? Like, I could see, like, Zach Gibson trying to avoid actually getting chopped hard. Like, he would turn his body so he wasn't getting hit full effect. Because when he got full effect, it was loud. It was, like, probably a...
Big Show.
Nah, not quite that big.
I'm talking about the Sting.
Maybe, like, Jake. I don't know. Jake said he's got some really hard chops.
Oh, Jake's got old school chops. Trust me.
Ask JD about the chops.
Trust me. Ask me. Yeah. No, you don't want any chops.
I let him hit me at like a small percentage of what he does, and it dropped me to my knees. And that was just one.
His hands were on my chest for 3 months. 3 months.
It's because JD just isn't man enough.
What?
So the match was a very back and forth match. He starts working on the knees. Trent's getting his shoulder worked on. The cold breaker counter that he did out of the corner, jumping off the middle rope, hitting him with it. Although it didn't hit right, still looked good. James Drake comes in at the end. Tyler Bates in there, and JD loved my hands on his chest. Of course he did.
Shut up, Jake. Did not.
Tyler Bates gets kicked in the head. He gets on the apron. Here comes James Drake. He pulls him out, takes him out, puts him in the ropes, ends up holding down Gibson's hand so he can get the small package pin for the 3 count. Gibson wins. He's going on. He's going to end up facing Pete Dunne again. A lot of people shooting for Pete Dunne, dude. Pete Dunne, he'll be back. Speaking of Pete Dunne, his fellow British strong style compadres ended up getting beat down after the match by whatever you want to call him. UK's finest. We're going to call him that just for now. UK's finest. NXT UK's finest. Coffee Brothers and Wolfgang. Just a simple beatdown. They obliterated him. No Pete Dunne because, well, Pete Dunne's here in the U.S. handling his business with Undisputed Era. Will we see Pete Dunne after this? I sure as fuck hope so. That is a fear that Pete Dunne will end up being exclusive to the UK brand. Or he'll drop the title and then just come over to NXT permanently. And then give us an NXT title run. I'm cool with that. Or send him up to Maine, put him on SmackDown. Can you imagine a SmackDown match between Pete Dunne and Daniel Bryan? Pete Dunne and AJ Styles? Randy Orton and Pete Dunne? Ooh, man. Getting all excited. Pete Dunne versus a lot of people.
Calm down.
Dude, kill them. Break them. The Bruiserweight versus the Viper. Bruiserweight versus the GOAT. Dunne and Mia would be sweet. Interpromotional. Why not? Oh, Miz? That would be a contrast of styles. So it could be an interesting, because Miz would be doing everything he could to get away from him while Dunne is literally twisting and breaking bones and just contorting his body in ways he's not going to enjoy. So, but that is basically your review. The women's tournament is going to pick up next week. Next week I'll do back to 2 separate videos, but I'll probably upload one earlier in the day or Ziggler with the selling. Oh yeah. Ooh, Drew McIntyre versus Pete Dunne. Ooh, Drew versus him. I'd take it. I'd take that one too. I would take Pete Dunne versus Kurt Angle in his heyday, but that's never going to happen again.
AJ Styles.
Hey, I already said that. You missed that, didn't you?
Rey Mysterio.
No, doesn't intrigue me.
What about your heartbreak kid that you want matches with?
Oh, Shawn Michaels versus Pete Dunne? Any day. Give it to me. Shawn Michaels now. Bald Michaels. Hairless, bald kid Shawn Michaels versus Pete Dunne with all his hair. We'll make it hair versus facial hair match. I don't know. But the women's tournament's going to continue. Like I said, I already know the winner, but I won't reveal it. And if you do know it, do not post it in the comments, or I will have you kicked off my fucking channel for life. I will not take people who put spoilers up. I will ban you for fucking life. And if I ever catch you trying to get back on my channel, I'll ban you again, bitches. No spoilers on my shit. I don't like that. I have to see them, that's fine. But don't put spoilers in my shit. That's fucking rude. Okay? I'm not saying anyone who's watching is going to do it, but in case you're thinking about it, don't do it. Okay? Be respectful to those who don't want to know things. Damn Star Wars revealers putting out all the stuff before it was time, motherfuckers. I'll kill them all. Anyways, that's going to do it for this. Can't wait for fucking TakeOver this weekend. That's going to be awesome. Say yes in the chat if you're ready for TakeOver on Saturday. Or if you prefer to see Survivor Series, just say no. Yes or no. That's all I wanted. Simple yeses or nos. So that's going to do it for me. I'm going to get out of here.
Yes. No.
Yes for TakeOver. No for Survivor Series.
No and yes.
I mean, Survivor Series is all right, but it's dampened on me. The man's not a part of the show, so I'm pretty much done. I'm out. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all. I'll technically see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye. This weirdo. He's so weird.